Hey, Brandon, what do you make of Aaron wanting those assurances?
Yeah. Ooh. Jenna, this report left me more curious than anything. I mean, this dude is 37, and he turns 38 in December, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. This dude is coming off an MVP year. Why are we having this conversation right now? And I don't know if it's from Aaron's side or from the organization side. We know Aaron, there always seems to be some type of discontent there with Aaron. There's always wanting more, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's always something. I mean, it's the Green Bay Packers. It's a legendary organization. This is Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest NFL players ever. Why can't you guys get this right? If you're Aaron Rodgers, you could have got this deal done a month ago if you really wanted it. You had all the leverage then. You had the organization scrambling. And then on the organization side, you made no moves in free agency. You continue to botch, the drafts. And then you got Aaron Rodgers, who's coming off the MVP year, and we're having this discussion around being a lame duck. I just don't get it, Nick. It left me more curious than anything. I don't understand. I know his contract runs through 2023. There is an out in 2022, I believe. But, they shouldn't be having this conversation at this point of the year.
So I think I can help explain it to you, and this is where it is beneficial that I moonlight as an NFL GM consultant, because this is all about, sometimes it's frustrating to be a sports fan in 2021. You're like, I have to know about dead money and cap charges. But if you want to understand the Aaron Rodgers story, that's what this is about. After this coming season, Aaron Rodgers' salary cap hit is $40 million, but if they were to trade or cut him, the dead money is only $17 million. The season after that, the trade or cutting him dead money would only be $2 million. So what Aaron Rodgers wants is for it to be more painful for them to move on from him after this year, which also as an added benefit would free up money for them to spend this offseason. Oh, I don't know, maybe money they could use to pay Odell Beckham Jr. if they decided to trade for him. But the Wilds, the reason that Aaron Rodgers is worried about dead money and if they could move on from him, and the reason he would want to restructure his contract, not extend, not get a raise, just simply work in the details on how easy or difficult it would be to move on from me, is because of the original sin of Jordan Love. It's because you have this first-round quarterback that after his third season, they have to decide if they're going to pick up a fifth-year option on, and that clock is ticking. And Aaron Rodgers knows that. And that's why I think he doesn't want to be a lame duck quarterback, even though how would he be a lame duck with 2 years left on his contract after this one? It's because they could move on from him and not have it ruin their cap. I think he wants them to be tied together because unlike so many of these other quarterbacks, he's made it very clear, I would like to be a Packer for life. I don't know if they're going to give me that opportunity.
Okay, so isn't this also about, Nick, the Packers just being prudent and not going all in, which I think is the wrong move. I don't think there's one Packer fan, one Packer teammate, one Packer newborn baby when they put him in the little Packers onesie who would be upset if the Packers brass said, you know what? We've decided to go all in on the Aaron Rodgers era. We saw what Tom Brady and the Bucs did, and that's what we're going to do. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to restructure Aaron's contract so we can free up more money. We can be more aggressive in free agency, or I'm going to put a call into AB. We're going to be more aggressive in the trade market. We're going to put a call into OBJ. And we're going to be more aggressive in the draft. And everyone's like, well, how are you going to do the draft? You got the 29th pick, you got the 62 pick, you got the 92nd pick. That's not like great. We're so good. We always have a low pick. How about this, Nick? We're putting Jordan Love on the trade market. We made a mistake.
There you go.
He's a great guy.
That
he deserves a shot to play. And what if you called the Jets? You say, hey, Jets, you got that number 2 pick. You know, do whatever you want with it. Why don't you give us that second round pick? Why don't the 34th overall pick? We'll take that pick. You guys can have Jordan Love. Maybe throw in a 5th round pick, too, just for fun. And the Packers go all in. Why?
Don't
He was-
send me
he was-
Jordan
he was
Love.
a first-round
Packers
pick,
are-
trade a second
Don't
pick.
send me Jordan Love. No, don't send me Jordan Love. You saw
you
the
got Sam
reports coming out
Darnold.
last year. This dude is struggling in practice. No, please. I'll keep Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold's struggling
I
in
don't
the
put
game.
Jordan
I
Love.
think, Brandon, I'm not saying your opinion is wrong, but I don't think your opinion of don't send me Jordan Love is necessarily shared by, I don't know how the Jets feel, but the 31 other teams. When he was projected to be a late first-round pick a year ago, he hasn't played since then. So I would imagine what Wilds suggested there is actually right about what it would take. Probably, a high second rounder could probably get Jordan Love, and the Packers
I'll
could
give you a
move
third.
on from then. But that also speaks, Brandon, to if you would only give him a third, then that means you wouldn't have taken him in the first round. I just don't think the Packers are the only team that would have taken him in the first round.
Hindsight.
But But I do think this all has to do with Jordan Love, which is why Wild's point is, I think, a smart one, because it removes it. This entire thing, I'm sure we've all known a couple that someone once upon a time cheated on the other person, and years later, they're still fighting about it. It's like, man, you never got over it. Like, you probably should have just cut bait because you never were able to move on from it. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is even close to moving on from the fact that the Packers finally got aggressive in a draft, traded up, and they did it to draft his replacement after going 13-3 and being in the conference championship game. I do not think Rodgers is over that, and I don't think, Brandon, the Packers have given him reason to get over it because they haven't now tried to make it up to him by either moving on from Love or being super aggressive in free agency. So I don't blame him for being concerned that the Packers are looking to the post-Aaron Rodgers era.
It's Aaron Rodgers' fault. Then if that's the case, then this all falls on Aaron Rodgers. We're now seeing players understand the power that they have. And we thought that was happening after the year. What happened? We saw Pat McAfee, Aaron Rodgers go on Pat McAfee's show, and he talked about, I don't know what's going to happen with me in Green Bay, but I do know there's a couple of us in the same boat. He talked about Big Boy, and that was Mercedes Lewis, how they needed him back at the tight end position. Aaron Jones, they wanted him back. And he basically used that as a platform to say, bring my guys back. Stop not helping me out in the offseason. And what happened after that? It was a damn storm. Everybody on TV was talking about, wow, is Aaron Rodgers moving on? And then quickly the organization came out and said, no, that's our guy. So Aaron Rodgers, he probably gave up his leverage. You could have doubled down on that stance then and got everything you wanted.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.